All right, so we've got Utah State women's basketball junior forward Bridget Mullings. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
So just kind of want to ask, there's a lot of new players in this team, but I want to just kind of ask, how you got to Utah State. I'm always just curious. Like everyone's, journey to, when they transfer seems unique. Just want to hear about, you deciding to come to Utah State.
Yeah, I entered the portal in, I want to say, April or March, right after my season ended. And I was just looking to find something new. I am a big family person. I come from a family of 6, and I'm just used to having a bond like that. And I didn't really find it at my last place, so I'm looking for that family feel. And when I heard Utah State, my mom lives in Draper, and I found out that Utah State was only an hour and a half away from her, and I was like, all right, let me do some research, let me look into it. And Coach K was one of the realest coaches that I've ever talked to on the phone. The first time we talked for about an hour and a half, and she just told me like it was. She told me exactly what she wanted me to come and do here at this program, and I fell in love with her. I fell in love with Cache Valley when I came on my visit, and everything in the Logan area. It's just so beautiful. And so a few days after I came on my visit in early April, I committed, and it was probably the best decision I've made so far.
So I feel like you may have preempted my next question because I was going to ask you about what you've thought of Logan so far and just Cache Valley as a whole. Is that just kind of it? The beauty and just the location a little bit.
Yeah, I actually just went up the Crimson Trail the other day and took some beautiful photos with the leaves changing. I've lived in Arizona and California my entire life, so I've never experienced that before. It is absolutely beautiful here. I love everything about Cache Valley, the community. We just did community service the other day, and just to give back to people in the community and to actually have people in the community who care about our program and care about us as individuals, and donors who love us and want the best for us is just a completely different experience. Like I said, that family feel that I've been searching for is exactly what Logan and Cache Valley is all about, so I love it.
So tell me a little bit about you, your game as a basketball player. Like what kind of player are you and what do you expect to bring to this team?
For me, so I'm about 6'3", 226. I'm a pretty big girl. Most of my game is back to the basket post. Defensively, I push people out of the paint, don't let anyone in there. I'm not really a shot blocker, but I play really good defense on my feet, and just a really good back to the basket finisher. Quick moves around the basket, and also I can step out and shoot a little bit, which I think surprises a few people. So I'm able to drain a few throughout the season, and yeah, that's pretty much my game. But I think what I bring to the team is also a lot of energy and a lot of excitement, especially in practices. We've had a few scrimmages lately, and whenever I'm on the bench, I'm probably one of the loudest people there. So I just get the bench excited, I get the people in the game excited, I get the coaches excited, and it helps just wrap everything together and make us a really exciting team to watch.
So just, haven't had a ton of time to learn about this team. You've only had practice for, I don't know exactly when you guys started practice, but, a few weeks, official practice for a couple of weeks. But what have you learned about this team so far as you've been able to, as you're all trying to get to know each other and get to play with each other?
Yeah, I think I've learned that our team chemistry is unbeatable. The way we like to play with each other is still progressing because we've only known each other a few months, but it is absolutely crazy how we've only known each other a few months and we've started being able to read each other like a book. And I think that's what's going to carry us to some wins this season, a lot of wins this season, is the fact that we love each other, we care for each other, and that carries on and off the court. And so that kind of bond and chemistry that we've been working so hard to create is going to help us just on the court read each other's minds and do exactly what we need to do.
So I asked Coach Art about this. Preseason poll, you guys picked 11th. You guys just kind of ignored that, use as motivation. I mean, she said you guys are just kind of indifferent. Like, what's kind of the attitude toward, outside expectations toward this team?
I think, so one of our core values is loyalty, and it's trust, honesty, no drama, protect our family and our circle. We have all of them memorized. And I think the biggest part of that is protect our family and our circle. So our circle is our coaching staff, our players, everyone that comes to our practices and loves us, and all of the outside opinions and all of the things outside trying to bring us down and tell us we're not going to be a good program again for however many years that has been going on is just it's not important to what we're trying to do this year and what our goal is this year, which is to shock some people and not prove other people wrong, but prove ourselves right, that we have the talent and we have the skill to do exactly what we want to do this year.
So you mentioned team chemistry and learning to play together. What's it kind of like being on a team where everybody's new? So, and coaches always say like every starting spot rotation is open, but here it's like it has to be because there's not too many returners. What's it like, playing on a team where you're all trying to fight for minutes, you all want minutes, but you're also trying to learn to fight for each other? Like, what's it like kind of balancing those two things, individual wants, but also fighting for the team?
I think it's a tough balance because obviously everybody wants to play, but I think that's where our chemistry comes into play, is that we all love each other so much that we're not being catty or petty about minutes, and we're not getting upset when we get injured and someone else is taking our spot. Like, we want whatever's best for the team, and so I know I do, especially, is that we've had a few injuries in the post players just over the summer, and we've had a lot of different rotations go through so far, but as long as they're doing their job and I can help them from the sidelines or they can help me from the sidelines and we're able to pull out some wins and do some really great things this year, it doesn't matter who's playing as long as we get exactly what we're going for.
So lastly, just kind of one final question. So you were number 25. I know you were wearing 24 at your previous stop, UC San Diego, but you were 25 in high school. Is that a particular number that's special to you? Is there a reason you chose that one?
It's actually a funny story. When I was in 8th grade, which was the first year I started playing, I actually broke my arm and couldn't play for half the season, but there was a boy that I liked who wore number 25, and I decided that I wanted to be 25 as well because, he was cute. And so I've stuck with it, and it just became my lucky number, and so I wasn't able to wear it at my last school, and so this year I wanted to bring it back.
So you still know that boy, or is that just a schoolgirl crush and you've lost track of him?
We're friends. I don't think he knows that's why I wear my number, but we're friends, yeah.
All right, thanks so much. Junior forward Bridget Mullings, glad to have a chance to talk to you.
Thank you.